Hi there, my name is NetherYam, and today we're playing Factorio. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. When we last left off, we were getting our little, one of our first things set up. Oh boy, I still have all that sitting there. Real quick, just because we noticed as at the end of the last episode, I don't have, the train refueling, both sides. So, let me, gotta go over there. This is gonna get fixed, so I don't feel so bad about doing this. I don't feel great about it, but we're gonna just do it, you know, sloppy for a second, just so that we can get something moving here. You know what I'm saying? I'll just get a couple of those, and I cannot believe that doesn't reach. Okay, cool. So now the train will stay fueled in this current configuration. Again, at some point, I'd like there to be like maybe a train hub or something like that. So that'll obviously be very different as we go. But what did I sort of decide here? I think trains is obviously, or tracks is obviously a good one. But maybe steel? Does that make sense? How are we gonna set up these tracks? But I guess that's just how it's gonna be. Does this make sense? Probably not in this current configuration. Is this the best way to do this? This I don't mind. This feels a little weird, but I don't know what other options we have. So, if they go here, though, I don't know if we're going to be able to make this go much farther. That's a bit of a problem. I don't really want it to go all the way over there. I'd rather it, honestly, I'd rather it just go this way. Oh, I can't. Well, sort of. No, I mean, I hate it. No, we're not doing that. So, no, we'll design it around this. We'll design it around this. We'll make it be able to go from here. So wherever this shall land, that is where we make our trains, and it's there. Cool. Whoops. So there, and we'll just go here. Cool. All right, that's how the stations are going to be organized, and then however far we need to go this way is just however far we need to go that way. So let me see here. Let me get. Can I? I can't ghost train stations, can I? Oh, I can. Why do they get so upset? Why do they get so upset about putting them in blueprints? I guess it's different. Okay. So we're gonna need 5, sort of like this, but I'm gonna put it, since we have this is the opportunity to do so. I'm gonna move it a little bit. What do you mean? No. I'm gonna move it a little bit this way. And then this can kind of just go, oh. Of course. Is that right? Is that how I want to do that? In is in? In relative to the highway? The more inner, I don't know. This is in, this is input. That's output. Yes. So input, I guess it doesn't matter directionally. Should I make them bi-directional? Oh God, I feel like that'd be way too complicated. I'm not gonna think about that. Oh, but it would be so nice though if they could do that. Would it? I don't know. Never mind. I don't think it matters. I think it's sort of probably all about the same. So we will have the in track be the flow of traffic, right? Let's just sort of assume we're going to have a right-hand drive flow of traffic, right? So these tracks, let's just sort of assume these tracks are going to go left here, and then these tracks down here are going to go to the right. So the only problem is that that obviously doesn't work for this. So do we make all of our tracks respect that? I think we'd have to. Otherwise, signaling, I don't think it would be any more complicated, but I think it would be a lot more straightforward to force these to be right-hand drive. Always. So you can only go left on these two tracks. You can only go right on these two tracks. That kind of... No, the roundabout takes care of that, right? If you want to go down, you just go up and around, and then you end up on the right. If you want to go up, you just take that, and you end up on the right. You know, if you come from this way, and you want to go straight on, obviously you just do that. If you want to turn around, you just loop back around. So yeah, I think the roundabout solves that. Solves any weird issues you might get from that. It does mean I don't need anything to cross these tracks then. Like, all my plans to make sure that this was neat and tidy is no longer necessary. This is fine. That's actually great. That solves a lot of problems. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. We'll just force it right-hand drive. And then... yeah, and then that'll change the station. So this one's fine. But... and obviously right now... yeah, right now I may not be able to do that. Until I have a few more tracks laid out, because currently there's not even enough track to support this guy going back to the iron plate factory. So we won't worry about that, but that'll be the idea. And all we really need is another roundabout over here and actually flesh it out in order to get that to work. Which we'll have to do, because if we want to get this running, we're gonna have to do that at some point. So let's sort of assume this station, because I think it's the only way we'll be able to do it anyhow. This station will, in fact, be... we'll set it up right-hand only. Do I want to stagger these at all? I feel like it would just make my stations quite a bit bigger, and I don't know if that's what I'm going for. So let's redo all these to fit with where the cars are actually going to be, and I want this to be flipped like that. So that's that, and then I'm going to take this, and I don't think it matters if it's flipped, because it's useless. Oh boy, I certainly would love it if we did something like this. And if maybe I'd planned that out a little bit better. It's fine. No, that's exactly what I can't do. We gotta start from here. Start from the bottom. What I gotta do is this. And that's not gonna work, because we're gonna need a few more tracks for that. So that can go like this. Should I redesign it? Oh, even that's not enough. I should just redesign it. I mean, not redesign it, just tweak it a little. So let me get these, and we'll bump these out 1. Actually, can I even do 1? I can't. Try again. It's 2. Each track takes up 2 spaces. So this is gonna have to get redesigned just a touch. We'll do the same thing here, where we'll go up. And we'll go, but we're gonna be going to that track level instead. So it's there is where that's gonna have to go. Okay. So this is in fact now going to be 7 track widths across. I thought it was going to be 6, but I think 7 makes more sense. Just for how I plan to set this up, which is, you know, a huge disaster. Okay, so we're just gonna put this down. We'll actually drop a few of these tracks so we can get stations on them. No. Okay. Stations. Cool. All right, now these are in the wrong place. Boop. And this is now in the wrong place, because everything needs to get moved over. All right, cool. But now what these can do is just go like that. And now I don't have to do any... Now I don't have to do any funky rewiring or anything like that. That will fit like that. Go along here. And that will just make our lives a lot easier in terms of setting all these up to go in and out. And this will probably end up being sort of our design here. Right, obviously with more stuff over here. We'll complete that later. All right, but that's it. That's what we're looking at. And now we can sort of decide how our factory is actually gonna go. So let me see what I got going on here. If I had a radar dish somewhere, I thought I did. I must have like put it away somewhere. Silly. All right. So we've got output coming up the middle. So that's gonna be, I'm trying to get run over. That's gonna be these guys. And then the input, that's gonna spread out and go to the various areas. So the middle probably makes sense to have kind of here, so that these can kind of funnel down. So we'll say, because this is our output, so we'll say that our middle is right here. Okay, cool. Middle's there. And some walkways there. Okay. Cool. So this is gonna be, I think, we're gonna need steel production, and I don't know if I want steel all the way up there. It might make more sense to put steel closer, but it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter, that's the whole point. The whole point is that proximity is not really relevant anymore. So this is gonna be steel. What are we looking at here? I need radars. I need to just get on with that. Okay, so we are going to snag one of these. This one is wrong. We'll get rid of that, because I didn't tweak it to have the new power poles. So we'll grab this. We'll use tiles. We'll try not to get run over. Oop. I almost crossed. I was like, nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. So, and then these guys are, yeah, that's fine. We'll put these here. We will reorder the track so that the outputs come down into these chests. Well, actually, maybe it makes more sense for these ones to go, this first row to go up, so we can start sending the stuff like this way. Okay, so let's get rid of a couple of these. And now, yeah, let me just put this together really quick. Because I might have... keep pressing the wrong buttons. Playing too many different games at the same time. Okay, so we will go ahead and do this. We'll build that up. And these will go up. I won't need that. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. keep pressing the wrong button. Keep pressing tab to get into my inventory. And that is not the button. Okay, this and this, this and this. Cool. These, however, I don't actually need. So never mind that. Because we'll figure out how to do that in a little bit, which we will. I mean, that's going to be right away. This isn't going to be enough steel, but for now, let's just get this one up and running. And then we'll move this one down like so. And we'll figure that out in a second. Okay, so these are gonna need power. So, oh, relax. It's gonna be okay. I know, I'm too far away. I get it. But I'm not so far away. Okay, might as well put these here. While we're at it, we're gonna need ones here. How was I doing this? I was doing it here? Is there a reason for that? I guess it doesn't matter. There. All right. Okay, so train comes in, we do all this. This is the pickup. So the thing that we're gonna be more concerned about is this. This is our drop off here. Ooh, I'm running out of resources. All right, let me use the ones I have though. So power sorted. Input. Let's say this is coming out. Currently the train only picks up on the front car, which will be this one. So let's just sort of assume, oh, power pole. Not helpful. It's actually kind of stinky that just happened. Sure. All right, so then this can go. Let me actually split this. This will go like this. We'll just use basically these two belts. And we're almost out of belts. Woo! All right. One more set here, just so this is all nice and laid out. Cool. All right, I like the look of that. Steel, done. And I use done very loosely. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go get, man, that train's out fast. How is this still happening? Unbelievable. I'm gonna have to figure, I mean, look, we have so many things to build, but stuff that uses, oh my gosh. I never remember where I leave the car. Stuff that uses gears is gonna have to be pretty soon. Okay, come on, car. We got stuff to fill our pockets with, stuff that we need. Okay, so wonder how often does that coal train go? I don't know. I haven't really been paying that much attention to it. This base is gonna fall apart before I actually get anything done. We're gonna lose all of our resources or something. Okay, I don't need drillers at this particular moment. I definitely need copper plates. Nope, not even remotely the buttons. We'll get there. These are empty, which is wild. 19, huh? Okay. Okay. Well, we're working on steel. So we're gonna get steel, then we're gonna get steel rods, and then we're gonna get rails. So I don't have to worry about rails anymore. But I think it's gonna be important because that's gonna be our entire infrastructure. So I think we're gonna need steel and need railroad, particularly. Did I move these? How did I move these? Nope. 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 There it is. I knew that there must have been a button because I pressed it. All right, you can go in there. You can go in there. So those will start moving. We'll get ourselves. Actually, I have a fair bit of steel right this second. So yeah, not actually too bad. Let me go ahead and grab some of this kind of stuff. We're gonna get. Yeah, 100, sure. Get some inserters. We will get. What don't I have enough of here? It's wild. Just going to rob this real quick. There we go. Now we're talking. Give me a few of those. Give me a few of those. We will automate all this stuff ASAP. Well, while I'm wandering around here getting stuff anyway. Are you done? Poof, okay. 600 rails. That should be able to get me somewhere. Hopefully I can get a train to go from that same train, actually, which would be nice. So I don't have to build another train. Get that train to also go to what just happened? How did I end up with exactly 500 belts? How could that have happened? I had some belts. And I'm not out of space. How did that happen? I had some belts and they weren't moving, which means that chest should have been full, which should have been 500. Oh no, well, no. Even if it was 400. I didn't have 100. I had like 82 or something like that. How did that just happen? I'm very confused. Okay. So, we'll park it here. Same place it was before. Hopefully that'll help me remember. Get on out of here. 12? Yeah, we'll just do the first. Just do the first one for now. Since that's all we're loading up anyway. Alright, let me get this. Plop down there. Will that work? Can they place right onto splitters? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. We'll go ahead and put this here. Sort of preempting the fact that I'm going to need a... Actually, no, I'm not going to do it there. I was thinking a coal thing for the engine. But I'm not going to do that at every stop or anything. That'll just be on some stops. And again, ideally in a hub. But What was I doing here? Why did you exist? What was that for? Oh, right. Because I flipped it around? Oh, no, just because this one's sort of an orphan. Okay. Okay, so let's get that going there. We'll get this. So actually, you know what? No, you know what? Let me redo this a little bit. Because obviously I want to pull from 4 here if I can. And then this one will go here. And then along with this one. Because I think I had it organized for, you know, it's got to be, I want to prioritize the first car, basically. So, and it wasn't before. So then that'll go up here, and we'll just stick with that for now. So that that's basically ready to rock. So, and then, of course, steel is going to have to go somewhere. So we'll do the same thing. We'll sort of prioritize car 1 for now. I could certainly make this a single car engine. That might be helpful in some circumstances, but for now, who's got time for that? Nope. I always forget that I don't have to disassemble belts to replace them. Let's see. So I'm gonna have 2 belts. So this is a job for our good old friend, Mr. Just standard balancer that I use everywhere. Where you at, balancer? Surely I'm using it somewhere around here, and there it is. Can't go wrong with a balancer. And we're gonna do G. We'll put it here. Yeah. Okay. There. So this can take these 2 belts and slightly more effectively split them into 3. Obviously it's a 4 belt, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that. What's your problem? Why were you set to be demolished? Literally no way to know. Okay. So, in order to truly get this up and running, actually, we're gonna have to train it up here. And I think we'll just go right from here. Now we gotta have to set this up first. So let me grab our big boy here. Why is that not why is that not set up? Is it like this? It must be. Oh, dang beans. Like that. Yeah, okay. So we'll go from here like so. Sort of just enough to get all the cross tracks and anything. You know, we'll get a bunch of extra stuff too, which we don't care about, but. And then I'm thinking at some point I should probably come up with a definitive distance between these junctions, but for now I think we'll just sort of, you know, go to about there. Because I don't think that's as important. Because again, I don't want it to be, I'm not trying to get like a really strict grid going or anything. I kind of just want it to be like, you know, a highway. It's just, it goes where it needs to go. It is where it needs to be. And yeah, okay, we're good. There. Okay, so realistically, in order to get this... Oh, you know what I would love in this design? That's the one thing I think I want, is... I think we need, Oh, there's a couple of things now that I'm seeing it. Of course there is. We gotta be able to move from the outer track to the inner track. Which is gonna actually look like that because we're, well, I suppose we could do this. Right. I don't hate that. Signaling might get a little dicey, but now the problem is, oh man. Oh man. Okay. Hey, these are just, you know, the growing pains. I don't have all these things in my head yet. I might have to move all this. I'll do that off camera. In between this episode and next, I will move the steel production that I built. You don't have to watch me do it all over again. I just need to shift it to the right because what I want to make sure, because I was thinking, oh yeah, as long as this has enough space to get into the mix, then we're good. But I think actually what I want is I want to make sure that both of these lines get in before this cross. And we can move the cross a little bit closer to the junction if we want to. So we could do something like this instead. It doesn't have to be, you know, right there, but for signaling purposes, it probably does. Just because that gets yet another big old mess, but we'll see. I'll play around with that, see what I feel like is the, you know, I might move it 1 or 2, you know, figure out where these crosses go, and then I'll make sure that these both exit before the crosses. That way the train can come out, come down here, and get into the first available roundabout, right? Currently, this one I would also have, in order to get this to function, I'd also have to build another junction up here so that this could go all the way up, roundabout, come all the way back down, go, oh no, yeah, go this way. Oh man, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This is, I think I'm gonna have to at least do another, I am gonna have to do another junction over here so that it can come back around and get into these stops here. Yeah, cool beans. Because as long as we've got these junctions, we might as well start enforcing the right-hand rule, right-hand drive rule. Because now we can get this thing to come down, loop back around, come over here, loop back around. So we'll build a couple of junctions. But yeah, anyway, but in between this episode and next, I will shift the steel thing that I've just built over one, or over, you know, 2 or 3 or 4, however many it needs, so that the train can get into this roundabout. So just basically when we come back with more Factorio, we'll be in exactly the same place, except this will just be sort of nudged just a hair, and then we'll do the same with this, and that will probably end up being the distance between our junctions. Is just how big are these train stations going to be, and they will be in between the junctions, and the junctions will be in between the train stations, and it will be lovely. But I'm starting to get a clear picture, and once I get a clear picture, these things start moving a lot faster. So I know this has been a lot of just working it out, but that's the game. That's what the fun is, I think, is trying to figure out how these things are going to go together, how this is all going to fit, what it's all going to look like when it's done, and I'm starting to see it. All right, but I think that's going to have to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you again, and I hope you have an incredible day. Okay, bye!
Thank you again for watching the video. If you'd like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. I'd also very much love to hear from you down in the comments below.